Joe Biden unveiled his new campaign slogan as he's cruising around Iowa in his campaign bus, which now has the slogan painted on all four sides. This is not a joke, by the way. These pictures are real. It is no malarkey. No malarkey. Unless you have a grandparent over the age of 95, you probably never heard a living human being utter the word malarkey. Thankfully, the Biden campaign also painted the definition of malarkey on the bus. It is a noun and it means insincere or foolish talk, or in less politically correct terms, BS. I'm not sure who's advising Joe Biden at this point, but when you're trying to distance your candidate from concerns that they're too old, using a word that's been outdated for 50 years probably isn't the best strategy. And speaking of malarkey, Joe Biden was spewing it in this recently resurfaced clip of him talking about, I have no idea.
And by the way, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn, that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Okay, you can rewind this video and watch that clip 3 more times, but it's only going to make less sense. In other election news, Joe Sestak has dropped out of the presidential race, which comes as a surprise on 2 levels. One, nobody knew that Joe Sestak was running for president, and 2, nobody knows who Joe Sestak is. I've been following this election pretty closely, and I'm not kidding, this is the first time I've ever heard of this guy. Apparently he is a retired Navy admiral and a former congressman from Pennsylvania. Well, congratulations, sir. Your campaign lasted longer than Eric Swalwell's. I know in our fast-paced society of 7-second news cycles, this next story may seem like old news by now, but like the great philosopher Ferris Bueller once noted, life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop to take a look around once in a while, you could miss it. And this is one of those stories that you just can't miss. On Thanksgiving, Newsweek magazine posted a story asking how is Trump spending Thanksgiving, tweeting, golfing, and more. Soon after they published their story complaining that the president was golfing again, he made a surprise visit in Afghanistan where he served the troops Thanksgiving dinner. They then completely changed the story, adding a little editor's note on the bottom that it had been updated, and then reportedly fired the woman who wrote the story and demoted the editor who published it. Donald Trump Jr. then posted a screen capture of the original headline next to photographs of the president serving troops the dinner, to which the president responded, "I thought Newsweek was out of business." Close but not quite, sir. They were on the verge of shutting down, but back in 2010, somebody bought the company for $1. This is not a joke, by the way. It literally did sell for $1, which was just a nominal amount because the new owner, had to take on all of their massive debt. And now the company is probably being run by, to borrow a line from Jim Acosta, somebody's mother's basement. Meanwhile, a new poll shows that 53% of Republicans view President Trump as a better leader than Abraham Lincoln. More evidence that those of us who haven't come down with a case of liberalism can see right through the fake news industrial complex. And this reminds me, I've just re-released my Trump Claus sweatshirt for the Christmas season, which you can get in a nice sweatshirt or a t-shirt or even a hoodie at markdice.com, or click the link in the description below. And I've also, for this week only, re-released the gold foil Trump 2020 shirt. The picture in the storefront doesn't do the graphic any justice, but when you get it in person, it'll look like this. Just look at that baby shine. Of course, it is available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.